Welcome to Alice Just Alice 55. You're listening to an AI-narrated audiobook version of my original story, The Unclaimed Werewolf, an Unbound Wolves novel, written by Alice N. Smith. Chapter 37, Where Company Becomes Unavoidable. The forest would not settle. Nora noticed it in the way the birds skirted the northern rise instead of landing, in the way the wind carried too many overlapping scents at once. Not sharp, not aggressive, just present, lingering, waiting. 8 of them. They stayed close enough that the land felt crowded, but not close enough to provoke her outright. None crossed deeper in, none left. They talked among themselves, paced, argued, laughed too loudly, as if noise itself might count as persistence. Nora stood near the creek in human form, arms crossed, staring through the trees. "They're infuriating," she muttered. Morcell lay at her feet, chin on his paws, ears flicking each time a voice carried too close. She had driven suitors away before. Individually, it was simple, predictable, but together they had learned a new tactic: waiting, not patience, performance, presence meant to be noticed. By mid-morning, she'd already changed her route twice just to avoid hearing them. "They're not even talking to me," she growled. "They're just existing loudly." Footsteps approached behind her, familiar and unthreatening. Brooks stopped a few paces away, gaze sweeping briefly toward the ridge before returning to her. "They're trying to outlast you." She didn't look at him. "They're ruining my territory." "They're hoping you'll snap and chase them," Brooks said, "so they can say you refused engagement." That earned him her attention. "I don't answer to the council," she said. "No," Brooks agreed, "but they'll still respond to you." Before she could retort, another presence joined them, lighter, quieter. Eamon stood a short distance away, hands loose at his sides, expression tight with irritation that mirrored her own. "This is deliberate," he said. "They're testing how far they can push without crossing a line." Nora exhaled sharply. "If they don't leave soon, I'll make them." "And if you do," Brooks said evenly, "the council will send more. Not 8, 16, and they won't all wait." She turned away, pacing a short line along the creek bank, bare feet pressing into damp earth. Morsel rose and followed her instinctively, shoulder brushing her calf. "So what?" she said. "I let them squat on my land?" "No," Eamon said quickly. "You control them." She stopped. "Right now," he continued, "they're outside your influence but inside your awareness. That's the worst place for them to be." Brooks nodded. "If you keep refusing contact, the council will claim you're being obstructive. That gives them justification to escalate." Her jaw tightened. "And if I allow it, then you dictate the terms," Brooks said. "Where they stand, how long they stay, what behavior you tolerate." She looked back toward the ridge, where the scents tangled thickest. "They don't go near my den," she said. "Agreed," Brooks said immediately. "They don't wander," she continued. "They don't patrol. They don't mark anything." "Yes," Eamon said. "They stay exactly where you tell them. And they leave when I say," she finished. "No arguments," Brooks said. Silence stretched. Morcell pressed against her leg, warm and solid. She rested a hand briefly on his head, grounding herself. "And if any of them disrespect him," she added quietly, "they're done." Eamon didn't hesitate. "That won't be debated." She closed her eyes for a moment. This wasn't surrender. This was containment. "Fine," she said at last. "They can enter, together, once. I choose the space." Relief flickered across Eamon's face before he masked it. Brooks only inclined his head, as if he'd expected nothing else. "I'll make sure they understand the rules," Brooks said. "They won't like them," Eamon added. Nora's mouth curved, humorless. "That's not my concern." She turned back toward the forest, Morsel already moving with her. "And if this turns into a spectacle," she said over her shoulder, "I end it." Behind them, the 8 waiting scents shifted, restless, hopeful, unaware. For the first time since they'd arrived, Nora was the one who had decided what came next.